Hey, give thanks for life. Give thanks for life. Oh, chimney, chimney. Today my rise like the sunrise, my bright and my upright. No one can broke my vibes. I may not care who I fight, I know I criticize. I'm on the higher heights. So you can say what you want to and do what you want to. It's no concern to me. Because I have my own vision, me dep on my own mission to rule my destiny. Oh, it's my day to do anything I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. It's all mine, my day, my time, my life. I beg you, easy now, give me some reason now, and don't invade my space. I'm in a different place, different phase, moving on my way. So if you feel like a champion, then nothing can go wrong. This one is your song. Hey, put away your troubles, put away your worries, help me sing along. Oh, it's my day to do anything I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. It's all mine, my day, my time, my life. Out there, I'm feeling alive, feeling a vibe, and nothing can stop me. I don't care what they think or what they say about me. Look out, world, here we come, up and running. And all I'm saying is, it's my day to do anything I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. All mine, my day, my time, my life. Chimney, give thanks for life. Give thanks for life. Chimney, chimney. Give thanks for life. Give thanks, I'm alive. Sing it, sing it. Oh yeah. Hey, give thanks for life. Give thanks for life. Oh, chimney, chimney. Today my rise like the sunrise, my bright and my upright. No one can broke my vibes. I may not care who I fight, I know I criticize. I'm on the higher heights. So you can say what you want to and do what you want to. It's no concern to me. Because I have my own vision, me dep on my own mission to rule my destiny. Oh, it's my day to do anything I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. It's all mine, my day, my time, my life. I beg you, easy now, give me some reason now, and don't invade my space. I'm in a different place, different phase, moving on my way. So if you feel like a champion, then nothing can go wrong. This one is your song. Hey, put away your troubles, put away your worries, help me sing along. Oh, it's my day to do anything I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. It's all mine, my day, my time, my life. Out there, I'm feeling alive, feeling a vibe, and nothing can stop me. I don't care Chimney,
New government,
give thanks.
sing it.
You know, every day,
Realest thing here in our world, brother.
we give thanks.
For real.
You spend all that money on your watch. How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club. How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. You pick it with the shoes by your feet. Now pick and choose the friends where you keep. You now watch where you eat. When last you get a good sleep. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. You better notice your blessing.
Sing it. Simplicity we use to survive. Many find it difficult because them ignorant and I. One alone they get in, I go live another life. Telling them again, but I know in another device. Life, don't get chance too often. Cut out some of the sadness and invest in a laughing. Time you take a stress, lifetime passing. Tell them say you love them for you see them in a coffin. Let me tell you this, when they got good days, bad days. You know say you with up. Me would have trade house and car and shed up. Just forget 1 more minute with my brother. So you met up, spend time together. Cherish every second of the day where you're there up. Gotta tell you, that you're the close one yesterday. You put an angel over me.
The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things, them are your blessing. You better notice your blessings. We've got life, so let's live. You make the time to chase the paper. When last you say your prayer. We've got life, so let's live. And while you're worshiping your treasure, remember nothing lasts forever. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice your blessings. The simple things, them are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice your blessings. Simple things, oh the simple things. Health and strength, oh the simple things. Let me tell you about the simple things. Family and friends, I know simple things. You better notice your blessings.
Caution them.
AG.
Make it an anthem. The land of Guyana, of rivers and plains. I'm a real Guyanese. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment I leave. I'm a real Guyanese. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real Guyanese. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real Guyanese. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me. 6 races, beautiful faces. Put your hand them in the air if you're not racist. I pledge myself to honor always. I will never disgrace this. Then want peace how we mop. Wait your mothers, we not give you that. No, not one caress. Not a blade of grass. Listen up, 83,000 square miles. Oh my God, we find aisle. Me not tell you no lie. Guyana nice, but no swear for my life. Land of many waters, bring out all the leaders in the son them and the daughters. If you want to, we fight. No, not at all. I'm a real Guyanese. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment I leave. I'm a real Guyanese. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real Guyanese. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real Guyanese. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me. Big up, stop broke. Allow it tough crook. It now is pretty son about a try act show. Got a big up GRM, me know I'm a tax look. And when me have the money, me can go for my bank book. Beautiful Guyana, we there in South America. Land of kite, the flora and the fauna. Independent people, so we doing what we wanna. Never violate, because you could become a Ghana. Them love we country, all the foreigners, them children salute you. In the Indian temple. Low we bar that we no want no problem. Never fall, we forever standing. Me love how God make ya, would never forsake ya. Unique in every way, could I never mistake ya. If Guyana was a girl, they surely would date ya. That's why them want take ya. I'm a real guy unique. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real guy unique. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real guy unique. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real guy unique. I live living in a foreign country. So nothing can change me.
Da da da. A-O-M-A.
And call you guys.
You ready? A country with an island vibe. I swear Guyana nice. And yeah, we just down all night. Mixing the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒕 with eyes. So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine aisle, but emotion. No, we ain't motion. No. Oh no. I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. Q-I-N-A. Oh no. Welcome to Moko Moko. Every country want friendship, like the village on the East Bank. But you can't hang if you ain't gang. For my first interview, I tell police thanks. And I brought the bag, my passport, and got a stamp. You can't dance abroad if you can't dance a yard. We gon' catch it when it's good. Every country and people don't spend it long. Them man of them is proud up for themselves and land. For pay rent on another land. When Guyana got a lot of land, but they blame the government. But this nation got covered. Blessing on everyone. Listen, brother man, put 2 and 2 together. Don't listen to the one. Some of them just like taco or leafy stuff. Anywhere we go, we just run. Buy this a Jeep, titty boy, yeah, we got the tin with blood, so. Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh yeah, say a country with an island vibe. I swear Guyana nice. And yeah, we the down all night. Mixing the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒕 with eyes. So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine aisle, but emotion. No, we ain't motion. No, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh yeah, a country with the island vibe. A country with the island vibe. This is a country with the island vibe. A country with the island vibe. I swear Guyana nice.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races.
Welcome to Livewire, the show that's all 6 races of Guyana. Morning to you guys. Welcome down to Livewire. The place where you call you plug in to get your morning jolt, the morning shock, before you get into the rest of the things you got planned for the day, right? Morning to everybody on the live. Morning, happy to have you guys here. Quite a few things for us to discuss this morning. Anybody pass outside the Georgetown Magistrates Court yesterday? Anybody pass outside the Georgetown Magistrates Court yesterday? If you happen to pass outside the Georgetown Magistrates Court yesterday, just give me a thumbs up in the comments. Quickly there. Anybody? Lacho, were you there? Gil, Chitra, Omar, Jane, were you? Any of these people? I'm not forgetting the guys people in the diaspora. Nirmala in Barbados, so she's gonna pass. Miss Renella Leslie, were you able to pass outside the magistrate court yesterday? Data Nandalal, tell me. Look, what's trouble yesterday, people? Trouble yesterday outside the Georgetown Magistrates Court. A sad bunch, I can tell you that much. I mean, if you see the crew out there, big time protests. But I want to say something to y'all here. Lola Harry, Diorajnath, Carla Thomas, Neil Ramlukan, Mala Ramnarain, Takur Bridgelal. Morning, thank you for being here so early, brother. I want to say something to y'all, including Mr. Johnny Chetty, who just jumped on the live from Barbados. I want to say something to y'all. Fraud is fraud. Whether it's today or 3 years from today or 3 years ago, fraud is fraud. If you agree with me, give me a fraud is fraud in the comments, people. On this good Wednesday morning, October 4th, 2023, y'all give me a fraud is fraud in the comments. Fraud is fraud. And if you see how they're trying to spin it, Mr. Ramdani, the special prosecutor, hiding, he ain't ready, he in this. Fraud is fraud, people. Let me see the fraud is fraud in the comments. Yes, that fraud is fraud. Fraud is fraud, no matter how long it takes. Right? Fraud is fraud. No, last night, I don't know how I come across Sherrod program, but I did. And Sherrod was going on about the proceedings yesterday. Now, let me be honest with y'all. They had Crystal Core. Let me see fraud is fraud in the comments. You just reached. Fraud is fraud in the comments. We came for 3 years after. Fraud is fraud. You understand me? So they had about 25 or 26 people out there protesting. The elections, the fraud cases that were brought against certain elections officials and members of the PNC, right? And they had another case management yesterday. So before I saw Mr. Ramdani's interview that he did on NCN, I was looking at Sherrod's In the Ring, and he was talking about the fact that the cases are prolonging for such a time. There hasn't been any convictions of any sort, and there were bogus fraud charges, right? Sherrod isn't mentioning the magistrates that recluse themselves, all the ring wrong certain aspects of the judicial system was giving this case, all the injunctions and all the things were filed by the defendants to slow up the process. He made it seem like these were like the 19 charges against our president, trumped up. He's making it seem like this is the law books situation in relation to the Attorney General, trumped up, right? So on his program, he's claiming, oh, if you have all this evidence, bring it. We saw the cantallope of evidence that went in there. A few weeks ago, Mr. Ramdani did an interview where he highlighted hundreds of statements taken, almost 100 witnesses to testify. You understand? And Sherrod took the time last night to mislead PNC supporters and AFC supporters and WPA supporters and Apostle London supporters there in Linden to tell them that Mr. Ramdani is stalling this case and he's not prepared to move forward. When really, in fact, Mr. Ramdani is trying to have all these cases be adjudicated over in a timely fashion. So what is Mr. Ramdani putting forward? He's asking that the chief magistrate or the chancellor, who the purview falls under, to assign a special magistrate to deal with these matters. Assign a special court to deal with these matters. You understand me? Assign a special court to deal with these matters. Because if you think about it, morning Shakila, morning Amal Khan, morning Dale Henry. Dale, you're lapsing again there, boy. You're coming in late. Catch yourself, set the alarm. Right? But you have to understand, let's, hypothetically speaking, let's say this elections fraud cases are assigned to court 3, right? Multiple persons are charged. So there's multiple hearings have to happen. Multiple witnesses have to testify. Documents have to be perused and all this other stuff. That court 3 also has its complement of other cases in other matters, or other matters, I should say. So there might be criminal matters assigned to court 3, domestic violence matters assigned to court 3, probably accidents, not necessarily, because I think accidents is at the court downstairs. But just hypothetically speaking, outside of these election fraud cases, these courts, morning Sally, welcome. Outside of these election fraud cases, these courts have their own responsibility in terms of adjudicating over matters, regular matters, matters to the regular citizen, petty theft, larceny, assault, domestic violence, stuff like that. That court still has that responsibility. And what Mr. Ramdani is saying, for us to deal with this in a timely manner and to allow for full transparency and justice to prevail, you understand, there should be a magistrate and a court dedicated to hearing these matters. So unlike what Sherrod, Courdel Joseph, Nigel Hughes, who's not a senior counsel, mind you, not a senior counsel, despite what Sherrod is calling him senior counsel on his show, Nigel Hughes is not a senior counsel. So despite what all of them were trying to portray last night on that program about what is happening in relation to these cases. So Mr. Ramdani is not stalling. Persons want to hear what those witnesses have to say. We want to see those affidavits. Keith Adams, welcome, brother. We want to see all the election footage, wherever happening, stuff in it, the GCOM staff with the envelopes, mingle with the bed sheet, Viola Lawrence with your signature on the bottom of the thing. We want to see all of that. We want to see all of that. We also want to see the APNU SOPs. And this is why sometimes it is freaking me out when I hear Sherrod talk. You understand? Before I continue, I heard something else again. Y'all remember Amna Ali when they had the no confidence, the vote of confidence in Parliament, and she got up and she holler, "Bring it on!" Y'all remember what happened to the PNC when she do that? Y'all remember what happened? Look, y'all remember what happened to them? So Courdel Jones yesterday outside the magistrate's court doing an interview with Sherrod, telling Mr. Ramdani, the special King's Counsel, not senior counsel, you know, King's Counsel, to bring it on. And I was like, imagine this woman can actually mention this statement again. That single statement toppled the coalition government. Bring it on. Amna Ali anyway, Amna Ali. Y'all remember? That single comment toppled the coalition government. We have the voting power. Bring it on. You remember? Y'all remember? Till now, they may want to see I'm the back because I'm the target thing and make they get voted. Bring it on, Courdel Jones yesterday. Bring it on, my plate here for y'all this morning. You understand me? But that's just a little synopsis. I can go into detail and break down Mr. Ramdani's interview yesterday on NCN and debunk some of this foolishness that you're about to hear. Now, that one section of Sherrod show I want to play for y'all, where this gentleman, Mr. Claremont Mingo, is bare-faced enough to play he talking certain things and pretending like he has been a pillar of virtue, a law-abiding citizen all his life, until these false allegations were made up against him. One thing I will submit to y'all before I play this section of this video. If Mr. Mingo, as he said, followed the law, why did the Chief Justice or the High Court have to tell Mr. Mingo, use the prescribed documents to tabulate the votes? You had to go to court to get that. So that's a clear violation of the law. The mere fact, excuse me, the judge had to say that, and you had to go back and still then do what they tell you to do. Can you find some bed sheet so that people could see? Because remember, you were using this spreadsheet. Anyway, let's play the video. I want context. I want context. So just give me a second. Let me pull this up for you guys. I want context. I want y'all feel like just ranting. Right? So back, we got Sherrod here. Usually it's not much, but we got him here. Nimrod Duncan. That's what I usually call him. Let's see where we are.
We called with him outside of the Georgetown Magistrates Court today. This is what he...
So this is where we're going to be listening to Claremont Mingo. Right? I'm going to try and find a piece with Courdel Jones and her bring it on. Carol heading good. That statement there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I should. Right. Good. So here we go. This is Claremont Mingo outside the magistrate's court yesterday.
It's been 3 years, as Comrade Joseph said this.
Watch your face. You understand me? Watch your face. You just see when you do bad things, it just fall in. It's 3 years ago. Look how Claremont Mingo did. Anyway.
Man has been in the court system dragging along. How do you feel about it?
You hear Sherrod? In the court system dragging around. Magistrate recruits himself. Their attorney, Mr. Nigel Hughes, who I was representing some worries, their attorney filing injunction after injunction after injunction, slowing up the process. Since last year, Mr. Ramdani had asked for a special magistrate and a court be dedicated to hear all the matters. Unlike what Mr. Hughes is putting out in the media yesterday, that he wants all the matters to be tried at the same time. Misleading, gentlemen. Let's continue.
Well, I'm kind of frustrated to know that, we're coming here, nothing is being done. If you have your case ready, we're ready.
Full of nonsense. I go to study full of nonsense. Full of nonsense. We were frustrated for 5 months because of you. So if you're frustrated now, you deal with it and let the court system where however long the process takes. You understand me? Because the average Guyanese can't go to no media house and holler the court taking 3 years to hear my matter and a vex of this and a vex of that and throw the matter. You understand? We gotta go and abide by the system and wait till the court adjudicate over it. If the plaintiff or the defendant or the complainant or whoever got how much ever objections, you understand? We got to deal with it. So you deal with it. You deal with it. Let me continue listening to this lying hypocrite rigorous.
We're ready to do it ourselves. But you come, you go, you get another court date, you come again. It's disturbing my life. It is frustrating.
It's disturbing his life. You can believe this banner talking, but thing disturbing people's life. Your actions, sir, or your alleged actions, sir, cause disruptions throughout this country. Throughout this country. You had violent protesting from people because of your actions, or alleged actions, I should say. They ain't proven in court yet, but in time. You understand me? You talking about disrupting, your life is being disrupted. You disrupt a whole country for 5 months. People have to take you to court for you to do your constitutional duty. Right? This man out of order. Out of order. Let me continue. Oh, shucks. No, wrong tab.
For me.
Yeah. Mr. Mingo, again, they said they had all of this evidence against electoral.
Now, mind you, this is a case management that was called yesterday at the court. This man is saying Mr. Ramdani is not saying his evidence ain't ready. He is saying he can't find any witnesses. He is saying nothing of the sort. All he's saying is, and he's been saying this since last year, March, in writing to the courts, the judicial system, can we have a special magistrate so that there is focus on these cases? Can we have a dedicated courtroom so there's focus, a court, so there's focus on these cases? And there's not a case of us waiting long. So you hear a matter in relation to the electoral fraud today, October 4th. But that court got 10, 50, 20, even 100 other cases to hear. So after October 4th, you are not going to get another date probably till November 20th or December 15th. And that will prolong the process. And that is all he's trying to say. Let us have a dedicated magistrate and a dedicated court so that these things can continue. Because I hear it's back to back, Monday to Sunday if we decide. If we decide that it is so important. Monday to Sunday, because the magistrating got nothing else to do, the courtrooming got nothing else to do, but to hear how these people try to rig the elections. Right? To hear what Claremont Mingo did, how he come up with the spreadsheet. To hear how Lowenfield decide what votes valid from what votes invalid. To hear how Valdelar's signature, hold on, let me show you. To hear how Valdelar's signature get on an official document of the Guyana Elections Commission. Look at there. How Valdelar's signature got there. She's not GCOMSTAR. She's supposed to sign on nothing. What were you using to tabulate the votes? Where are the SOPs you're using to tabulate the votes? Moreover, hopefully we can find out from this court where the blood clot is APNU SOPs. And that's what I tell you, sometimes when I listen to Sherrod, when he's talking, I just want to know, wait, this is the same Sherrod Duncan from Chronicle that spend up the people money and get kicked out of there by AFC? And you understand me? Is this the same Sherrod Duncan who talking about corruption? And this is the same person? Y'all remember the saga with Sherrod Duncan and Chronicle? Huh? Y'all remember the saga with Sherrod Duncan and Chronicle? Let me continue with Claremont. Because I want y'all to hear this specific part of his interview with Mr. Duncan.
Fraud. A lot of evidence is said cantaloupe and chocolate, and yet, even though as colleague Courdel Jones put it, it's been 3 years, you have this special prosecutor on the matter again. We've not had it to trial as yet.
I don't want to go into electoral matters, but let me tell you something.
He wants to go into electoral matters. What stupid is this big man telling people? You was the returning officer to Region 4. You supposed to speak on electoral matters. You're in charge of the elections in Region 4. In charge of the results. What stupid is he telling people? You want to speak on election matters? You are the returning officer of Region 4. Who but you should speak on election matters? You, sir. You manage the region with the most people in it for elections. You got the most headache in elections. You got not the biggest region in size, but in terms of population, you got the biggest headache. I think Region 4 got the most polling station. What's stupidness telling people? Huh? What's stupidness? To Shriram, go to school. Go to school, my brother. Please go to school. I don't want to end up like these people. You understand? Later down and thinking 35,000. Look, you can't make these things up for these people, you know. You can't make these things up for these people. Let me continue with Claremont. I'm sorry.
Let me plain and straight. If you understand the electoral system, then they have no evidence at all.
This is what I just got to Courdel just now again. Let me play this back for you. Here what Claremont Mingo say.
But let me tell you something, Sheriff. Let me plain and straight. If you understand the electoral system, then they have no evidence at all. And that's my point. If you understand what the law requires us to do, we did. And they're going to use that against us rather than look into the system that is flawed. I'm sorry.
You're full of stuff, sir. You are full of stuff. These are the things that get me wild. Imagine this person, Mr. Mingo, could stand in front of a camera and say that he followed the law. So why the judge had to tell you to use the stipulated documents to tabulate the votes? Does the law require you to have a political party members sign on that document I just had up on the screen? Does the law require you to put out a bed sheet to present the numbers for the election? You understand me? So people can read it. These people barefaced. This is barefacedness. Like, face couldn't be barer. I'm surprised it's not a skeleton I'm watching. There can't be flesh money face. This will be face bare. I try and Shakila, but these people just make you, Babita, Shakila, these people just make you. I know, I just understand how critic does lose it. I just understand how this man could come standing in front of people here now and play he talking, but if you understand elections law, is Mr. Mingo for real? According to the law, you're not supposed to use a spreadsheet, sir. According to the law, you're supposed to use the statements of poll. How this man could be standing here in front of people's face talking this nonsense to the nation? And if you see the protesters out there, you understand me? I vexed that had the victory by the court. I vexed because the sun, the terrible yesterday. I vexed that had the victory by the court. Somebody should cut down the tree. Cut it. Matter of fact, no. Don't cut down the tree. Don't cut down the tree. We are preserving our green, and yes, don't cut down the tree. However, I'm saying I wish the tree was not there. I wish whoever planted the tree didn't plant the tree there and they left it. Left so the sun could have beat them yesterday. 5 months, people. 5 months, and all this spin off that happened, the protests, who get beat, who get robbed, all kind of stupidness. We had Henry Buys issue, all kind of thing come out of this, from this worries. And he could come on the television, on social media, and tell people if they understand elections law, and if they understand elections, they have nothing to charge him with. Get away from here, Mr. Mingo. You go back into the hole you crawl out of. You go back in there and hide until they're ready for you to come to court again. Out of order.
Good. Mr. Mingo, where do you see this matter going in the court system?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Good? Because
25th at 1 o'clock?
He sung like Leslie James. He sung like Leslie James then. He ain't know, he ain't seen here. Again, I tell you, I look at Leslie James' testimony at the COI for a commissioner of police. Y'all look at Leslie James' testimony as a commissioner of police. He ain't know, he ain't see, he ain't aware, I ain't understand, I ain't feel, I ain't this. Commissioner of police, not acting, substantive commissioner of police. These are pack of worries. A pack of worries. Y'all see why it's get vexed when people try to associate me with this party. I tell people up front, the only affiliation I have to the PNC, I had an aunt who was an avid follower of the PNC. And she got the biggest shaft that she could collect from them. And I will always maintain that. I never go to PNC activity, never wear a jersey, never. The first time I voted, I split my vote. I can tell you the truth. The first time I voted as a teenager, I think it was 18, 19, I split my vote. I voted PVP for general and PNC for regional. Forced vote. And I never again I did it. Never again I did it. You understand? That is the only kind of ties I have to them. So when people holler, you is one of them, or you're gonna run back. Look, yesterday somebody in the chat tell me I abandoned me salt and rice people. What the bumble clot I want to be eating salt and rice for? Y'all tried it with the salt and rice if eating it. I don't want to be part of that. If y'all eating salt and rice, you try there. You try there with that. I abandoned my salt and rice, people. I can take soup any day over salt and rice. If that's what y'all gonna want to call me. If you want to call me a soup drinker, anybody who wants to do that, I will drink soup over eating salt and rice any day. And any rational Guyanese, whether it be Afro, Indo, Amerindian, Chinese, Portuguese, mixed race, no race, dark cat, will take a bowl of soup over salt and rice any day. Any day. So if that is the staple at Congress Place, not I, sir. Not I. I'm not in that. I'm not in. People don't even get salt and rice in jail. Cam Street, Tamari, Mazaruni, Loser. They don't even get salt and rice there. What the hell are you eating salt and rice at Congress Place for? For what reason, what grounds? Green, listen. They got expensive greens at the market and they got cheap greens. $200 give you a bundle of pak chai. You understand me? And Rennie, this is probably the best we'd ever see Courdel Joseph look. This is probably the best that we'd ever see she look. This whole tiger. Anyway, let me see if I find this bring it on comment. This
we will return
oh,
for a decision in terms of the letter that he says he's going to write to the Chancellor requesting a special magistrate to deal with this case.
So, you even hear Courdel Joseph say it, right? So, despite what Mingo is saying about stalling and this and that and a set of bunkum, it is clear that, morning, Asha, I hope you're at school teaching the children of Guyana. Thank you for sending the voice note. I'm guessing Eustace called you. Morning, Eustace. Big up the dream team. All the members of the dream team. Shout out to you guys. Keep up the good work. But you hear the difference from Courdel Joseph and worries Mingo. According to Mingo, the special prosecutor Stalin, according to Courdel here, the special prosecutor wants a court and a magistrate to deal with the matter. Who we believe in?
So as that's basically where we are, and I just want to remind everybody on Thursday, on Friday, will be 3 years since we've been charged and have never been tried.
So what?
How do you feel about that personally? You know, you've been running here back and forth, and they said they have all this evidence of rigging and so on. How do you feel about that personally? Well, for me, I'm a warrior.
You have to be. No, nothing else would have a face like that. This is a face of a warrior. You understand?
Here back and forth, and they said they have all this evidence of rigging.
There's a warrior face. There's a loving face. There's war. There's years of hardship, warring, fighting, tooth and nail. You understand me? And this is what is left. This is what we're looking at. Years of sufferation and hardship and cruelty and all kind of thing. Ramnarayan Singh from New York morning. Thank you for joining the live. A new name. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome.
How do you feel about that personally? Well, for me, soldiers, but I'm strong. But it's frustrating because what is happening?
What was frustrating is all that foolishness you was talking as an oil and gas advisor. What was frustrating is the 5 months you had to wait to get the results. What was frustrating is to listen to your colleague MPs and comrades from your party talk outside of Artachon Conference Center about foolishness on a nightly basis. You understand? That was frustrating. And it was stink of fish. You hear what I tell you? Stink of fish. That, Courdel.
Happening is that you can't plan your life.
What plan Courdel could have for your life? This is stupidness. This is stupid. What plan Courdel could have that she trying to implement? This is what I want to do. Courdel, what you doing? I didn't even get to my content yet dealing with these worries. But just let me find this comment for y'all. Bring it on.
Because you have courts, you have to deal with this and so on. But we will persevere. This too shall pass. And we know that. You know, the situation is quite stark. What happened in the U.S., what has happened here. Donald Trump tried to overthrow the will of the people. Several persons have been convicted. Again, they claim they have all of this evidence here.
Man, in the U.S., the judges are not recusing themselves. In the U.S., they probably had a court dedicated to dealing with the matter. Oh, shut your told the line to the trial start, man. Told the line to the trial start. Let me hear what's going on. We're rushing it for. You don't do nothing what you're worried for. You sitting at home plan your life, Courdel. You won't do nothing according to you. Mingo ain't do nothing. Are you sitting at home? Are you live your life? Whenever this matter is deciding that y'all gotta get jail, you're gonna get jail. If you gotta get free, you're gonna get free. If you gotta get sanctioned or fining, you're sanctioned or fine. Live your life. Live your life. You don't do what you do. You can't reverse. Live your life. You live your life, Courdel. YOLO. In your case, definitely YOLO, because
why then is this dragging in the court system? Well, for me, they're right. For me, if As my cons said earlier, if you have the evidence, bring it. Let's get the trial going.
Here she.
But years now, Mr. Ramdani or the special prosecutor, whatever is his name, it's 2.5 years since he joined this case. And we have never ever started.
Why,
and it's unfair. It's harassment as far as I'm concerned.
Who harassed the guy?
Joseph, have you seen any seriousness on their part to really prosecute this matter here?
They don't have, but I don't think so. I don't think they have anything. Sherrod, you and I were there at the recount. You know what we saw.
We know
There
what
is
we saw.
nothing that the PPP can bring to tell us that we did anything wrong. You understand? But if they say they have the evidence, bring it on. We are prepared. There is nothing that the PPP can bring to tell us that we did anything wrong.
Here she.
You understand? But if they say they have the evidence, bring it on.
Y'all remember what happened the last time we had a bring it on comment, right? You remember what the last time we had a bring it on comment? They can't bring on their SOPs yet, mind you. They cannot bring on their SOPs as yet, mind you. Right? Morning, Vishal. Pardon me? Apparently, brother. Apparently, me by mine, he do nothing.
And conspire to steal a whole nation. Now one item nation, you know, a whole nation, man. Yeah? Imagine now, and this man trying to clown himself in innocence.
Bye. Go ahead and good, brother. Go ahead and good.
Now there's a man standing behind Courdel Jones. He would normally come to the community barbershop. Let me rephrase that. He would normally come to the barbershop that is situated at Community Park. You know, there's a barbershop here.
Yeah.
But he would normally come there. And a few days ago, he was in the barbershop there. So we had a little discussion, right? We were having a political discussion. And then everybody bombarded Jackio. And this is what I said. I said, no, y'all, let's denigrate and run down this country and try to concoct a hysteria that does not reflect the reality on the ground. I said, no, for y'all, let's get a little visitor visa and go to the US and clean the white man, shine and clean, it's glittering.
Yeah.
And come okay for brother most for me. Or why the guy needs to fight.
Yep.
Y'all higher than anybody else. This is what you're thinking, right? And then I went down and I said, you know how much of them will get deported? It's only when a really rich Guyana is there. I used to drive a Mercedes Benz. You know? I'm driving from LA to Miami, nigga. But you ain't got nothing there, nigga. My eyes are racist. And he, a few sentences ago, used the word Cody. And you know what the word Cody actually meant.
Exactly.
Cody does not refer to a race. Cody refers to these Carlin people in Calcutta and Bombay them please the man who was slim on the seaport.
Right.
He's a Cody man. Right? He's not to do with race. But this guy claims that I'm a racist. When I listen to this guy is so delusional, brother. But you know what? Every time he comes into that barbershop and we have a discussion, he always tries to include it. And I tell him plain, I said, you is a crash to black people like you and the rest of the Guyana force circles. Because they have never done nothing for black people. I asked him the other day, I said, sir, what did Granger would have done tangible to change the livelihood of Afro guys?
Not a thing. Can't answer you.
Answer me. That same miscreant of society there. Right? My brother, I am telling you. The PNC is on a campaign of misinformation and malign diatribe that they continue to insinuate into the support base. You can understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But what is evident is that the younger Afro-Guyanese population has disassociated themselves from the rhetoric and narrative that continue to emanate from the opposition benches that does not have any realistic reflection. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
I am telling you that the way they have the youth population supersede the elder population in this country. And if we disaggregate that, assuming we have 300,000 young persons in this country, let's say over the age of 16, below the age of 35 or 5, right? Let's say 140,000 of that is black youth. I'm absolutely sure 100,000 or 120,000 black youth have disassociated themselves from the coalition.
Right.
Yes, the 20,000 is permanently across the country. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Good. You will find persons that wholeheartedly or working wholeheartedly Guyana support or lend support to these people in the narrative. But if one with the mental faculty intact should properly dissect and examine these people's rhetoric and narrative, it is laced with insanity, brother.
It is known. It is known. All the Game of Thrones people, it is known.
Right? Look at the Washington. Imagine Rick Ford threatening the U.S. government.
Yeah.
I
wanted to know who's Enrico Wilford. He's so important.
And let me tell you something, these people. You know how these people, when they got paid the taxes, then they be the first person to complain about taxes.
Yep.
If these people could evade government taxes all the time, I tell you, I do business with, I create stuff that we could afford it. And when I calculate the guy he invite, he was reluctant to pay the taxes.
Don't worry with them. All Enrico willing to do is contribute to Guard Mosley's raspy voice.
I must commend the government of this country thus far, the prudent stewardship.
Indeed.
By the wider cabinet, especially the president,
Yep.
and more so the vice president.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. Nothing that the APNU tried will deviate or discard the visionary objective of the PPPC government and more so the president. I am telling you that story. Nothing. And I'm confident, Mr. Jones. You know what I would like to organize? I would like all of you to call one state call and let us have a three-minute chat.
But Vishal, you think I got an entire 3 days to waste, buddy? Even with you there, you can't complain. You can't convince Paul otherwise, brother. I might got it here. What I would do is put you and Paul on this live and let y'all go at it. And let me go about me day. I can check in periodically.
But I don't think Paul is equipped. I think Paul is equipped with facts according to him.
Yeah.
And facts according to you. That doesn't reflect the truth.
Paul head ain't good, plain and simple. Paul head ain't good. Thank you for coming through though, Vishal. Thank you for coming through though.
But before I go, right?
Uh-huh.
Before I go, I know there are a lot of the program stuff, but before I go, I would like you guys to come to Mary.
I made mention of it, but the president traveling and all over the place, so I can't like tell him to go there. So I told the relevant authorities and they can filter it and plan it properly. But I know Minister McCoy is up in that area pretty often, Minister Rodriguez as well, Minister Ejel too. All right. I can call you after the program and make some arrangements.
I don't fall intimidation with you. I'm very resolute in my position.
Yeah.
And they can't influence me.
Right. That's how we have to be. All right, you too. Take care. That's coming through, bro. Yeah, that's special, man. Special is ready for them. But on a serious note, yeah, sorry, Sally. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I subjected you to that for too long. But I'd wanted to play a piece of this thing from Sherrod. That Sherrod said that I thought was, I couldn't even fathom like why somebody would even mention this. So he was talking about voting out the PPP and that things are so bad under the PPP that Guyanese need to vote them out next elections. What he couldn't mention, one, what the PNC, APNU+AFC would do different from the PPP that would make the lives better for Guyanese. And two, what they would have done. You know how the vice president liked to use the term track record? Track record. They had nothing for him to relate to in terms of a track record to say this is what we did and it benefited y'all, bring us back and we'll do better. He couldn't. There's nothing for him to talk about. He might spend more money if he's assigned to a different agency if they get into power this time. But to benefit the general Guyanese, you understand? To benefit the general Guyanese, and I dare say to benefit the Afro-Guyanese that they represent or claim to represent so feverishly. I will invite you all to go and look at the program. Last night, Apostle Nigel London from Linden did a program responding to Kadaki Amsterdam and his invitation for him to join the WPA. And you know, Nigel London, he is wild out, right? So, but he spoke about the leadership of R.B. Norton and why persons wouldn't follow him. And that is who y'all want to be the presidential candidate at y'all next election. Y'all definitely is the government that will keep waiting. And Paul Joseph, we're all waiting to see that. We remember what happened at the appeal court? When everybody who had a brain could have processed, but not certain judges at the appeal court. And mind you, I'm not attacking the appeal court. I'm just highlighting the fact that a lower court ruled something different. A court above the appeal court ruled something different. So would the appeal court get that information from all y'all go to the same law school, study the same law? You understand? All of them most likely pass through Hewing. They might have one and two who could have able to go Harvard and Cambridge and all these other fancy places to study the law. But the majority of the lawyers in Guyana, Hewing, all y'all had the same training. So we wondered how certain judges at the appeal court could have come up with the decision that they came up with then. But and Paul Joseph, not Paul 63. This is a different Paul. Y'all don't go attacking this Paul. Paul I got to clear it up because they got another Paul and this life is committee nonsense. But Paul, I want to remind you, sir. I want to remind you, Paul Joseph. This was one of the reasons this election fraud cases weren't moving forward. Magistrates are reclusing themselves. They want to deal with it, conflict of interest, blah, 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 all kind of thing. You understand? All kind of foolishness. But before I wrap up, I got 10 minutes more. I wanted to take you through the finer details of the election, the electoral fraud cases, right? But before I start, let me get to fraud is fraud in the comments. Fraud is fraud in the comments, man. Light up the comments to me. Like the live, share the live. Fraud is fraud in the comments, man. Let me see it popping up. Until I only seen fraud in the comments, I ain't talking about this case. Fraud is fraud in the comments, people. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Sally. That's on point. Thank you, Rennie. Thank you. Thank you, Tara. So much thank you. Right, let me get into this case now. Fraud is fraud. Fraud is fraud. We can't lag it. Take. Fraud is fraud. Right? So let's look at the adjournment date. So the electoral fraud case related to the alleged attempt to rig the 2020 general and regional elections has been adjourned to October 25th, 2023. Now, I spoke about the appointment of a special magistrate or court. The adjournment is to determine whether a special magistrate or court will be appointed to adjudicate over the matters. So it is not a case where Mr. Ramdani, King Counsel, is not ready. It's a case where you're looking to have one location to come and handle all these things in a timely manner, right? Unlike how Mr. Hughes wants to stretch it out over 10, 15,000 years, figuratively speaking, right? So Special Prosecutor Mr. Ramdani, King's Counsel, provided an update following the case management hearing, and he highlighted the significant time and resources expected to be consumed by the case. Right? Now, in his interview, we would have learned that the timelines that have been set are highlighted, at least by Mr. Hughes, is 3 to 4 years. He's saying, it could take months or years as well. So instead of having this space between the hearings that would prolong it even longer, this is the reason for asking for a special magistrate or court to adjudicate over the matter. So significant time and resources are expected to be consumed by the case due to the number of defendants, witnesses, and evidence involved. The case involves 9 defendants, over 140 statements, close to 100 witnesses, various documentary evidence and video evidence. And also, as you would know, Mr. Hughes is not going to let that go by. He will want to cross-examine, as that is a part of the legal proceedings. He will want to cross-examine because he's representing these 𝒂𝒊𝒒𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 that try to steal these 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Y'all see Granger trying to maintain a little integrity. He got left, he didn't even associated with these people. Y'all realize Granger didn't even associated with these people. Nigel can't tell the prosecutor who to start with Paul. 63. You understand? You cannot tell the prosecutor who to start with. The prosecutor will determine who he starts with. Or the court will determine how it starts. Y'all want to do your own thing. I wonder if Paul got a copy of the SOPs, he could send it to me so I could post it up. With your nonsense. Get away from here. So, one of the concerns raised during the hearing was whether a dedicated court or magistrate would be appointed to hear the cases exclusively without handling any other matters. And I've been reiterating that point all morning. One court is assigned several matters daily. Got stuff happening in the country all the time. Man, I get robbed. Somebody get shoot. Somebody beat the wife. Somebody wife beat them. PNC things. You understand what I'm talking about? Things just happen. Somebody run into the roundabout. Somebody rent out a drug ban and then do the right procurement procedure. The court constantly have things coming. Somebody piss on a fence. The court constantly have things coming to it. You understand? Somebody lie down in front of the hospital under a truck wheel. Somebody turn over car on middle and oh gosh, with Scotiabank Carmichael. Somebody turn over the car middle and Carmichael Street. The court always got things coming to it. Aubrey Norton, whilst he was youth director, crash of the government vehicle. The courts always got something coming to it. So instead of the court having to deal with these electoral fraud cases and to deal with the matters that it has coming to it naturally, they're saying, look, put something special to deal with this so we can have continuity, deal with the matters. All we want to do is deal with the matters. We want no long drawn process. The magistrate look at the electoral case today. Next day you're looking at some simple larceny. Next day you're looking at domestic violence. He ain't getting to focus. Or she ain't getting to focus. We want them to focus. You understand? We want them to focus. Because like I said, 9 defendants, over 140 statements, almost 100 witnesses, video evidence, a lot of stuff to peruse. So the magistrate, the court, I got time. Right? So let's look at the authority to prioritize the case. The issue of prioritizing this case over others lies with the chief magistrate and the chancellor of the judiciary, as the court does not have the power to relinquish other cases. So my case in point, the court that this case is assigned to cannot decide on its own that I will here put aside these other cases that have been assigned to me and focus on the electoral fraud cases. They can't do that. You have to go through a process. Hence, Mr. Ramdani wanting to write to have that done. And it seems like people can't understand this. I don't know why they can't understand this. It's not rocket science. Right? It's not rocket science. And yes, Paul, we know about a lot of bribes that were taken under the coalition. Up to the other day when they had the LGE, the coalition people going to the businessmen, attacking them for money. So Paul, you got to tell them stop that. Paul, you got to tell them stop that, my brother. Anyway, folks, let me wrap up on this breakdown of Mr. Ramdani's interview. Now, as I said, in March of last year, it was requested that the chief magistrate to consider hearing all related matters together and assigning a single magistrate to focus on the case since last year. So they got other forces that are stymieing the process. So how dare they try to come around Mr. Ramdani funny, who ain't ready and who in this and who in that. Right? So y'all stay tuned to Livewire and we can keep y'all posted on these electoral fraud cases. And look, y'all in for a fight there with Mr. Ramdan. He don't make joke. You understand? Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for reminding some people because like they didn't know. And this is not 63 Paul. This is the good Paul. This is the good Paul. Anyway, folks, I headed out to here. Y'all, oh no. I can't do this as yet. I can't do this as yet. You understand me? I can't beat out as yet. I got one more thing to share with y'all. One more thing to share with y'all. Right? Watch. V6 on the toll road. Our top shotter president, up top boss, President Irfan Ali, out and about, shining again. You understand me? Now, our president, Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, received the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture Award for his leadership in food security and sustainable development. Our president, look up top boss. Y'all give my like, man. Give my like for we president, man. Give my like for we president, man. Oh gosh, look at we president. Making us proud, representing us, reparations, agriculture, development, everything going on the map again in a positive light. Thanks to President Ali. Thanks to President Ali. You understand me? President Ali was recognized for his leadership in agriculture, in agricultural transformation, food security, sustainable economic and sustainable economic development in Guyana and the wider Caribbean region. The president leads CARICOM's efforts to reduce the food importation bill by 25% by 2025, indicating a commitment to improving food security and reducing reliance on food imports. President Ali highlighted Guyana's dedication to expanding agricultural food systems to enhance food security goals in the Caribbean. The president expressed his gratitude to the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation and Agriculture for conferring this award upon him. Our guy. This is our guy, our representative, the up top boss. Y'all give him a like, man. Give him a like for we president. Give him a like for we president. Y'all give him a like for we president. Up top boss. Up top boss. Our president, Mr. Mohammed, President Mohammed Irfan Ali. Let me give you some more pictures, man. Aubrey Norton's get recognized for what? David Granger. This is a conference. The government keeping nice in the place. This is a conference. Y'all remember tell y'all yesterday about these photos, these tight shots. The only reason you got a tight shot at a conference is when you got nobody there. This here is what you call a conference. Not that stupid that in Washington. This is a conference. Look. Rows and rows of people. You understand? Rows and rows of people. And the only 2 Guyanese or 3 Guyanese I could say are recognized here. All right, let me say the president walk with an entourage. Let me say, I'm not sure, but this guy here looks like Robert Prasad. I don't think it is. But it looks like him. I may be wrong. I see the first lady. I see the president's son, little foot there. And I see the Minister of Agriculture. I ain't see no other Guyanese there. Look at all them people come there to sit down to hear President Ali talk. Look at all them people come there to sit down to hear President Ali talk. Yeah? Y'all see the turnout to listen to Aubrey Norton and the hatefully. Look at a conference. This is a conference. Look at the amount of flags. No diaspora groups that all fall under one agency, the PNC. Various countries have come together and say, yes, we agree, give this award. He doing a good work. You understand, man? Our president. So you keep up the good work, President Ali. You continue to make us proud. Look at this. Look at the panel. Look at we boy. Look at the chief. Look at the chief. Y'all look at the chief. Y'all see Aubrey Norton on these forums representing like this. Y'all see international organizations bigging up Aubrey Norton and anybody in the opposition like this in relation to anything other than bad maths, Amanza. What's wrong with these people? How y'all could hold a candle to this man here? Shout out to the Prime Ministerial Rep in Region 3. Pick up yourself. Look at this. Look at this. This is a conference. This is a conference. Look, rows and rows and rows of people. You only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty seats there. You understand me? Rows and rows of people. Not a stupidness that in Washington. And these are important persons representing various countries. They couldn't even get a mixed race of Guyanese to represent Guyana. Get away from here, man. Y'all get away from here. Get away from here with that nonsense. Anyway, people, as I usually say before I go, peace, love, one Guyana. See you guys tomorrow.
On Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country.